SHAREfactory at the pool? Huh? The door's open, but aren't these supposed to be locked? For this investigation, I have unlocked all the doors. Please look around to your heart's content. Uh-oh. Investigation? Just as I thought. Byakuya? Judging from what he just said, there can only be no doubt a murder really did take place. Oh shit. Come on. And the locker rooms. They're suspicious. Very suspicious indeed. Wouldn't you agree? Huh? Suspicious? It seems nobody's searched the locker rooms. Let's start with the girls' locker. What? Why are we starting with the girls? He was muttering, as if talking only to himself. Why does he specifically want to start with the girls? He knows something. He knows shit's up. He knows shit's going down. Without waiting for a reply, he pressed his hand against the girls' locker room door. And the door swung open without a sound. In that moment, time seemed to freeze. Oh. Nani? I don't know how long it took me to fully comprehend the reality of what I was looking at. But as soon as I did... Well, shit! Ah! A wild, almost primeval scream escaped from my mouth. Chapter 2, Boy's Life of Despair, Deadly Life. Well, shit. That was a quick one. I tried to suppress my screaming, but it was useless. It surged out of me, like water from a spring gushing out on the ground. Byakuya, on the other hand. Most unusual, don't you think? Oh, there's someone fucking dead just hanging from the... Oh, this is very strange indeed. He was totally calm, almost like he was watching this all unfold in front of a TV screen. Look, Chihiro's corpse has been suspended somehow. Oh, that's what you're worried about? You're not like, oh shit, she's dead. What's Bloodlust doing on the back there? She's dead. No, it's like, the way she was hung, it makes me almost seem she was killed that way. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Something's been written on the wall in blood. Bloodlust. Such a brutal way to kill someone. No, this is beyond brutal. Wouldn't you agree? They killed her. How could it not be brutal? No, that's not my point. This murder is far too bizarre for any everyday amateur to have committed it. Unlike with Sayaka, this murder was not a crime of passion or necessity. It's almost as if whoever did this did it for fun. You see what I mean, don't you? Nani? My head was swimming. I was still reeling, too confused to understand what he was trying to say. And before I could even begin to clear my head... Hey! I heard screaming! Did something... Ah! Chihiro! There it is, boys. A body has been discovered! After a certain amount of time, which you may use however you like, the class trial will begin. What the hell was that? Ah, that's right. You were unconscious during Sayaka's, so you don't know about it. What you just heard was the body discovery announcement. Apparently when 3 or more people discover a body, an announcement plays to let everyone know. I imagine it's so the search for the culprit can proceed fairly for everyone involved. Proceed fairly? The body discovery announcement! The Chihiro really is dead. Yes. Before you start screaming your head off, go round everyone up. It seems another game has begun. Another life or death game to uncover the killer. Man, that was a quick one. I was like, I feel like I just talked to her and now she's dead. Taka bolted out of the locker room. As everyone made their way to the scene, it felt as if no time had passed at all. It was like my sense of time had just taken wing and flown away. When I finally came back to myself, I saw everyone had the same look of confusion and fear and anger. We all just stood there, gathered around Chihiro's body. Damn, I couldn't keep her safe. There's another victim! Which means we are now in the same position once again. Fuck, man. What the fuck is this?
It's a dream. It's a dream. This isn't just a dream. It just has to be a dream. In fact, I haven't been born yet. I don't have any memory of ever being alive. Ah!
Shut up. Well, for now, pay attention to the wall. Huh? I said it once already. There's a word written there. On the wall? The word bloodlust is written on the wall in blood. I don't think it's any kind of dying message. It's just too strange. But you know, the thing that was written, the thing about writing bloodlust in blood, doesn't that sound kind of familiar? A murderous fiend who kills again and again using a bizarre and brutal method. Genocide Jack! At the scene of each crime, the word bloodlust is written in the victim's own blood. They're like a ghost, attacking suddenly, then slipping away before the police can even catch up to them. And what the nickname did the internet give this mysterious serial killer? Like Genocide Jack! Zoinks! Genocide Jack, the murderous fiend whose grisly attacks were famous all across the country. The ultimate murderous fiend, creating a reputation of abnormal, downright cruel killings. Then this is some copycat killer trying to imitate Genocide Jack's style? But why would anyone do that? Perhaps it's the work of the real Genocide Jack. Like the real? Wait, you're saying Genocide Jack is here in the school, man? There's no way. But going as far as to write bloodlust at the scene, I'm surprised at their stupidity. I can't imagine a worse situation than dealing with a stupid murderer. Ah!
What is it now?
Toko! Hina was pointing toward the entrance of the girls' locker room. Toko was the last to arrive, and now she was just standing there. Dots. No. Why? 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 Gadunk. Like she fainted. Like that did not sound good, man. To Toko. Hina rushed over at the collapsed Toko and started trying to shake her awake. Toko, are you okay? Come on, wake up.
Oh, that's right. I remember what she said about how she faints anytime she sees blood.
So she is homophobic. I imagine she does not watch too many horror films then. Like, isn't this a violation of the rules, right? Like, I mean, technically she passed out somewhere besides her room, man. No, I think it should be okay. The regulations prohibit sleeping, like, on purpose. Ah, so since she didn't faint on purpose, like, it doesn't count, man. Gotcha. Toko, can you hear me? Hey, you gotta wake up. As if she'd heard her, Toko suddenly shot awake. As in, she literally jumped up right from where she was laying. It was such a strange reaction. I was at a total loss for words. She leapt straight up into the air, changing her stance as she did. In no time flat, she was just standing up. What the hell's going on? She looks like she just took a dick. Like, damn. That's like some hentai shit right there. Ignoring the physical contortion she had to go through, her motions were totally haphazard. Huh? What? Sorry about that. I was just too shocked, you know. It happens, right? Was I the only one? Toko, are you okay? I'm fine, I'm fine. Whoa! Is that a dead body? Hey! Are you dead? She must have hit her head. Like, she must have hit her head real hard when she fainted, man. The world is front and back and top and ending in the bottom. A sea of truth and a web of lies.
This is quite concerning. I mean, she sounds completely different.
No, everything's fine. At least the stutter's all gone. That's a good thing, right? It's clear to me that everything is not fine. Your eyes seem strangely vacant. It must be the best if we... It might be best to take her back to her room for the time being. I don't mind taking her, but could someone help me?
If you need help, I don't mind.
Taka, could you help me?
Huh? She totally ignored me.
Very well. You take care of the girl, and the rest of us can begin our investigation right away. Can I assume nobody has a problem leaving Sakura and Mondo on guard duty again? Hold on a sec. Rushing into an investigation? The mastermind isn't behind that. After what happened last time, surely you realize that. There's no question that Chihiro was murdered by someone among us. Isn't that right, Monokuma?
Right as rain. But don't take it as a bad thing. It's just a fact of life. Because that's how graduation works.
That's not how my graduation worked. I didn't have to get away with murder. Then it's happened again. Is that what you're saying? That another one of us killed a fellow classmate?
What? Does that freak you out? You guys got no balls. You know that? Is there just nothing down there at all? Well, I'll let you pray to mine if you want. Actually, I don't have any either. Sorry. Wait, what?
Stop monologuing and give us what you came here to give us. You did bring it, right?
I sure did, chumps. Allow me to present the next Monokuma File. I know how much you must be looking forward to it. So please, do your very tippity-top best on this investigation.
Do we really gotta do another investigation? Examining a corpse of one of our friends? Having to suspect all our other friends? I hate this. I can't take this anymore.
I hate it too, man. Like, zoinks. Having enough. I'm getting out of here, man.
Where do you plan on going? There's nowhere to run. Just accept it already. After all, blood is just a liquid. A dead body is a simple object. Alright, whoa, 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 whoa. You do realize there's people who are into necrophilia, my guy, you know? It's not just a simple object to them. I'm just saying, like, there's some weirdos out there.
You are very enthusiastic about all of this, are you not?
How can I not be? If we don't unmask the culprit, we all die. I mean, I kind of feel the same way because I'm playing a game, but I mean, some of the people you don't want to die because they're like cool and shit. That's true, but to jump into it so soon? What? Do you want to die? Fine, then go off and die somewhere. Right now. Go ahead. You're a waste of space. A dead body is an object? Chihiro wasn't an object! Show a little respect or I'll beat some into ya! Everyone stop bickering. Listen, there's some truth into what Byakuya said. Kyoko? If we don't solve this mystery and find the killer, our own lives are forfeit. And if Byakuya is right that Genocide Jack is somehow the one who killed Chihiro, then unless we do something, more victims could start piling up.
Forget more victims. If we mess this up, we're all dead meat. Hold on. If that's what your worry is, you don't gotta worry any longer. In any one killing game, the guilty party may only kill a maximum of 2 people.
Oh, that's good. You know, at least you can't go on a killing spree. Well, that's true because, like, all you need to do is just, as Byakuya said, poison everyone's food and you can literally just kill everyone and then there's no trial because you're the only one left alive. So, like, it would pretty much make the game useless. There wouldn't need to be a game.
What? I don't remember any rule like that. I just came up with it. Cause you know, someone could have just killed like 4 people at the beginning and they wouldn't have known about it.
I'm just kidding. I think he mentions like later on that like he would have stopped them.
I mean, if one person went around and killed everyone, your lovely student life here would be all over, right?
The rule has been added to the regulations menu. In that case, why not limit it to 1 person?
Well, in a good mystery, you don't want to miss out on at least the potential of a serial killer angle. Just one would totally murder that possibility. Farewell for now. I'll catch you guys at the class trial.
I can't say I understand his thinking, but if we can kill up to 2 people, then 1 more person's life could still be in danger.
Which is definitely not good. We need to uncover the culprit before something else happens. You need to shut the fuck up!
Well, for now, Taka and me are gonna grab and drop Toka off at her room.
Nice. I'm gonna get dropped off.
We have no time to stand around here. We must begin our investigation immediately. If we do not solve the mystery who killed Chihiro, then we will quickly follow her into the afterlife.
That's true. I hate this, but if I want to survive, me and everyone else, we have to do it. And we don't have any other choice. Investigate! First of all, I better check the Monokuma file to see what exactly is going on. The victim was Chihiro Fujisaki. The time of death is estimated to be around 2 a.m. The body was discovered in the girls' locker room on the second floor of the school. The cause of death was a blow to the head with a blunt object. She was killed instantly. That's all it says. Well, it's not like there's any point in complaining about it. No matter what, I gotta do what I gotta do. Monokuma File 2. Hey, Mikoto, do you have a second? Huh? Did you need something from me? Of course, life without purpose is quite dull, you know? So, what did you need? I'm going to let you cooperate with me during my investigation. Huh? I'm purchasing your talent. The same talent which will allow you to solve... The same talent which allowed you to solve Sayaka's case. Solve? No, you seem to have some limited use, which is why I've chosen you. You have the honor of contributing to my investigation. Okay, alright. Hear me out. Why don't we just investigate on our own and then, like, collaborate a little? I don't know. Like, that could be the best route. But no, you're just like, nah, you're gonna come with me and you're gonna do everything I said. Fuck you. So, you're inviting me to come with you. You're doing it in the most arrogant way possible, though. Now then, shall we get started? But we need to get moving. There's no time to be standing around. Dots. I don't really know what just happened, but it looks like I'll be working with Byakuya on this one. Well, I can feel the life draining out of my own body. It's a dead body. Or feel the life draining out of the body, I think it said. Chihiro's dead body. But the more I look, the more strange it seems. This must be Genocide Jack's handiwork. Well, but we're still not sure he did it. Is that what you want to say? I wonder about that. Yeah? The word bloodlust is written on the one blood. What's the meaning behind it? Bloodlust. I don't know, fam. There's a dumbbell on the floor, and there's a blood stain. There's a blood stain on the dumbbell. The Monokuma File said a blow to the head with a blunt object is what killed her. Does that mean this dumbbell was actually the murder weapon? I don't imagine it could have been anything else. Locker room dumbbell has been added. We got bloodstains on the carpet. It's a fresh bloodstain on the carpet. This must have been splattered with blood during the murder. Well, that about does that. The poster's got blood on it. The poster's got some blood on it. It must have happened during the murder. Well, I guess I'm working with you, so I better talk to you. If you have time to talk, you have time to start investigating. Okay, well, never mind. What about Kyoko? What you got to say, girl? Dots. She took her time examining Chihiro's corpse. She poked and prodded, going through every inch of the lifeless body. You're a very strange woman, you know? Being able to touch a dead body with absolutely no trouble. Dots. She seems to be concentrating pretty hard. It's like she can't even hear us. Well... I guess we can talk to Mondo and Sakura. Dude, I had a real complex about being weak. You heard Chihiro talk about it, right? All I need to do is get stronger. Yeah, I do remember she said that more than once. Sure did, which I guess explains the trip down here. But did she really need to get stronger that badly? You already mentioned it, but she was a girl after all. Most girls aren't that strong. Whoa, Mikoto, let's not take that route, you know? Girls can be strong. I don't know, man. Haven't really thought about that stuff. The cause of Chihiro's complex. I can't help wondering what it might be. Nice. Mondo's account. I use this locker room all the time. Now it's become the site of Chihiro's death. But why was she killed in the locker room? Actually, if you think about it, she could have been killed somewhere else, then carried here. She was very light, that is true. It wouldn't be hard for someone to carry her, but still. I still think she came here on her own, by choice. What makes you say that? She'd been talking a lot lately about how she wanted to get stronger. That's what Mondo said. So you're saying she came here to exercise. But according to the Monokuma File, apparently she was killed around 2 in the morning. Would she really have been exercising that late? Hina and myself are usually in the locker room during the day, so she was probably avoiding it then. Avoiding it? Although we invited her to join us more than once, she never showed up. So I can only assume she was trying to avoid us. I mean, you know, I guess she didn't want to be around people who are already, like, super strong because she'll feel, like, inferior, maybe. sorta. Because she already did to begin with. So, like, to just be around super strong people, I guess that would just kind of, like, play on her a little. So she probably wanted to do it alone. And instead, she came to exercise in the middle of the night? Perhaps, but it's difficult for me to imagine she would have come alone. She did want to start exercising, but she specifically mentioned she couldn't do it by herself. She needed support from others. So you're saying she could have come here in the middle of the night to train in secret, but that she would have to come with someone else. It is a possibility, I think. So I guess what you're saying is whoever she came with here at night is probably most likely the murderer. Now I believe it's about time for us to move on. Huh? Already? New clues won't magically appear by standing around here. We need to check every aspect of the case. That's true, but if you're satisfied, then let's hurry up and proceed. He's so pushy. I got caught up with the wrong person this time. So, this is our next location. Huh? This place is related to the investigation? Figure it out for yourself. It's no fun if you don't, right? Dots. I'm guessing the card readers? If I remember this right, the card readers meant to work with our handbooks, right? Do you have an issue with it? If so, you should take it up with Monokuma. He said that, then quickly and sharply clapped his hands together. Meme review. You called for me? Monokuma. Has he been domesticated? It seems that Mikoto has a question for you.
Sure, what's up?
Well, it's just about the card reader.
Yes, the card readers have all been designed to interface with your e-handbooks. You can only enter the locker room corresponding to the gender listed in your individual handbook.
And it's impossible for two people in a row to go through while the door is unlocked, correct?
If there's some sort of erotic terrorist on the prowl, the ceiling-mounted Gatling gun would initiate a Swiss cheese slaughter.
And the school regulations prohibit anyone from lending someone else their handbook, correct?
Correctly correct.
So then, it means only girls can enter the girls' locker room and the boys can enter the boys' locker room. In other words, Chihiro's body being found in the girls' locker room means, hey, Mikoto, I can see right through you. See right through me? Allow me to tell you what you're thinking. Since Chihiro was found in the girls' locker room, the killer must have been able to get in there. As such, the killer must be one of the girls. Did I get it right? Good lord, you're simple. But am I wrong? You should pay closer attention to the regulations. The answer has been in front of you this entire time. Loaning your e-handbook to another student is strictly prohibited. Only the fact of loaning a handbook is prohibited. Borrowing someone else's is perfectly fine.
I would expect nothing less from the prodigal son of the noble Tagami family. So you managed to sniff out the loophole in the regulations.
Knowing you, I would bet you created it on purpose, didn't you? To add a little more excitement to things.
Yeah! You're treating me like a puny little appetizer instead of a main course that I am. Now then, since the dead can't actually talk, they're not people anymore. They're things. Get it? Got it? Good.
So what you're saying is the people who have already passed away, their handbooks are lying around somewhere for our use. That we can, in parentheses, in quotation marks, borrow. Wait, hold on. You're saying that's the loophole? That's a loophole, but in order to borrow something from someone, then that means someone would have to loan it. So
sleepy. Just listening to you makes me want to pass out. Be more like Byakuya and let your poop and get your poop together. Or else I'll charge you with criminal negligence. No more questions. Figure the rest out on your damn self.
Dots. Well, I know you unfortunately lacking in mental facilities, so I'll fill you in myself. Let's head to the main hall. The main hall? That'll help you understand what's going on. Card reader has been added. He's gonna show us this is where they keep the other handbooks, right? We came to the main hall. So what are we looking for here? Dots. Does that mean I have to figure out for myself? Well, let's check the mailboxes. There's a mailbox here. Could there be something inside? It's an e-handbook. No, wait, there's 3 of them. But what are they doing here? So you finally found them. Huh? Did you know these were here, Byakuya? I happened to find them by chance myself the other day. I mean, they are our mailboxes, so like maybe we're getting mail or something. It seems the system is placed where the handbooks of the dead students get delivered to this mailbox. So then these 3 handbooks belong to Junko, Leon, and Sayaka. You can go ahead and confirm it yourself. I immediately turned on one of the handbooks, and when I did, Sayaka Miyazono. This is her handbook. You're right, it's Sayaka's handbook. Now do you understand? This is the key to the loophole that I revealed earlier. Yeah, I feel like I'm starting to get it. Main Hall E handbooks. Hold on a sec. What's wrong? That's strange. One of the handbooks won't turn on. Is it broken? Whose is it? The other handbook showed Junko's name when I started it up. Then the one that won't turn on must be Leon's, right? It would make sense, yes. After all, he did get pummeled with dozens and dozens of baseballs. Wait, but Monokuma said it's resistant to force. Pummeled with baseballs. The memory of it came flooding back. That cruel punishment which led to Leon's death. The execution that the mastermind concocted. A cruel, heartless death. You're right, it wouldn't be surprising for a handbook to break during assault. But Monokuma said it's resistant. He's gonna tell us right now. Hey! Hey! What? The e-handbook is essential to the student's life here. Crucial, inaugural, instrumental, and a super big deal. There's no way it would break that easily. But it did. If I say it wouldn't break, it wouldn't freaking break. It can withstand up to 10 tons of pressure, and it's waterproof up to 100 meters, okay? I don't care how many baseballs you hit it with, it won't do crap. But even an amazing handbook does have one single weak point. It does? But it's a secret. I won't want you going around breaking any more handbooks. Then Leon must have broken it somehow without realizing what its weakness was, right? Hard to say. You know what I think? I think his handbook isn't actually broken. But you might ask, how could that be? Huh. Leaving the question hanging in the air, Monokuma disappeared. What just happened? Monokuma said it's not broken, but it's an undeniable fact that it's not turning on. What if it's not his handbook? What if that's one of our handbooks just broken there? And someone else who did the actual killing left it there and took Leon's and is currently using Leon's. Well, I don't see any connection to the case, so it doesn't matter for now. You think so? Either way, something about it still bothers me. Broken e-handbook. Okay then, this should be enough to get things rolling. Let's begin our investigation in earnest and track down the true culprit. Yeah, we need to find out who killed Chihiro. To be exact, not quite. Huh? Not quite? What do you mean, fucktard? What do you mean by that, Byakuya? To be exact, not quite. Certainly I want to reveal Chihiro's killer, but more precisely, I want to discover the true identity of Genocide Jack. Then, you really think? Do you truly believe Genocide Jack is the one that killed Chihiro? I have something that will prove it, and I can show you. What do you mean by that? What do you mean by that, Byakuya? Quite certainly Chihiro's killer. Precisely, I want to discover the true identity, and you really think Genocide Jack did it? Absolutely. Is the culprit of this case, and I have a basis to believe that. I assure you, Genocide Jack is one of us. Is there really proof? There's somewhere I'd like to take you. This will provide the evidence you need. Evidence that Genocide Jack is the one that killed Chihiro. Evidence? Does something like that really... Ah, hey, you too! Big trouble! Need your help! We're busy. Leave us alone. But it's an emergency! Emergency! Come on, please, you gotta help me! What do you mean, Hina? This is a serious emergency! Please, you gotta help me! Just calm down, okay, Hina? But, it's an emergency! An emergency? What happened? Something's wrong with Toko. She's acting super strange. I mean, she was when you took her, so, like, I wouldn't be surprised. That's... Well, I mean, she was acting pretty strange earlier, right? What should we do, Byakuya? Since it's Toko, I must admit, I'm intrigued. What do you mean? Just before you're like, get out of here, you pest, you smell like fish paste. And now you're like, I'm intrigued, it's actually Toko. I suppose we can take a second to see what's going on with her. Are you sure? Don't make me repeat myself again. I didn't expect that. I thought for sure he'd just say no. And that it'd be... Okay, so she's obviously important to this case too, because, you know. Why would the douchebag himself go from like, I don't want to see you at all, to like, this is very crucial to the investigation. Let's go see what's wrong with Toko. Okay, come on, hurry up. Wait for us, Hina. Looks like she's headed to the dorms, to Toko's room most likely. You're right. What's up, Hina? You guys are too slow. I think you're just too fast. Gotta go fast! So, what's this emergency? Well, after what happened in the girls' locker room, we left Toko in her room so she could lay down. After a while, we came back to check on her, you know, to see how she was doing, but when we did, it was weird. She refused to come out, and she kept saying all this weird stuff. Weird stuff? We should try talking to her ourselves. Yeah, good idea. Well, Toko, sweetie, are you okay? I may as well give it a shot. Bing bong. The door swung open slowly and silently. Oh man, she's really frightened. Dots. Holy crap. An aura of negativity flowed out from behind the door, forcing a grasp of me. Whist! Nani? Oh, nothing. It's just Hina was really worried about you holding yourself up in your room. Leave me alone. Yeah, sure thing, but could you open up just for a second? Dots. Won't allow it. Huh? I won't allow Genocide Jack to have control. What? Nani? And just like that, she slammed the door in my face. What was that? She's been acting like that the whole time when I rang a little while ago. I'll drive out the killer. Just drive out the murderous fiend. What's she got to do with Genocide Jack? It doesn't make any sense, right? I was afraid to leave her in there alone, so I tried to bust down her door. But it felt like something was holding it shut on the other side. I couldn't even budge it. Toko was scared enough to even bar her own door? Does she think the same thing as Byakuya? Does she think that the serial killer Genocide Jack really murdered Chihiro? Is that why Toko's so scared? But she specifically said she won't let him have control. Keep that in mind. Whatever it is, I'm really worried about her. Isn't there anyone who might be able to persuade her? Well, the man himself that she likes. Hey, Byakuya, do you think you could ask her to come out of her room, I mean? Dots. Sure, whatever. You're gonna actually talk to her, Byakuya? Wow, I guess you can be nice when you want to. Dots. Byakuya stood in front of the door, not making a sound, and pressed the doorbell. Bing bong. After a few moments, could you guys stop knocking on my fucking door? Leave me alone. You're all so annoying. Gah! Byakuya! It's Byakuya. Byakuya. I think it said it's Byakuya. Dots. I'm sorry. I couldn't keep our promise. But don't worry. Never again. I won't let Genocide Jack have control ever again. And with that, the door slammed shut. Even Byakuya couldn't pull it off? There's nothing else we can do. Let's head back to the investigation. Hold on! Hey, Byakuya, what was Toko talking about just now? Something about a promise? Oh, I have no idea. Another one of her delusions, I'm sure. But if I say I don't know, it means I don't know. Just let Hina take care of her. Oh yeah, okay. I'll stay here and keep an eye on her. Well then, let's go. Without waiting for a reply, Byakuya sped away. Byakuya! And I heard it to catch up. I tried to talk to him several times as we walked, but he didn't even look back, let alone say anything. He just kept walking toward his destination. Finally, his feet brought him to a stop in front of a certain room. The library. The library? Come on, let's go in. Now this is what he was probably really interested in. Whoa, there's so many books and files. It's so much dust, too. Ah, my asthma! I would say there's enough value in this place to endure the dust. There's a wooden box. It's empty. Although judging by the smudges of dust, it looks like there's something inside. I wonder what it was. There was an extension cord plugged in there. It proved very useful while I was in the library. An extension cord, huh? So is this the lamp? Huh? It's a desk lamp. Oh yeah, it's the same one I saw Byakuya using in the library before. Do you have a problem with that lamp? It was here before, then I moved it over there. It's too dark over there, so I thought I'd put it to good use. So, are you finally beginning to understand the splendor of the library? The entire reason I was interested in the library? Yes, the lamp. Oh my god. I love the library because of the lamp. Lamp. I ask for the forbidden lamp, brother. It's because of this room right here. It's home to classified government documents, police records, things no ordinary person would ever see. Isn't it magnificent? I mean, I'm just interested in reading some mangas, so... some manga dangas. I can't read a book that doesn't have pictures. My brain doesn't think that fast. This can't be for real, right? I already told you. There's a secret council that controls the world from the shadows. Are you saying you control the world? Fuck that. The Illuminati controls it. Get out of here with that gay shit. My family is a member of that council. So your family's part of the Illuminati? And I have within me the bloodline that will allow me to one day bend the world at my will. So you're going to be the leader of the Illuminati? But to become such ruler, I must know all levels of this world backwards and forwards. So whenever I have time, I'd like to review whatever documents and materials that interest me. Which is why I can proclaim without a doubt that the materials gathered here are the real thing. This is beyond believing it or not believing. Byakuya is actually starting to scare me more than the actual mastermind. And what always interests me the most were the cold case police investigation reports. Reading through those reports has always been a hobby of mine, ever since I was little. Man, I just love the way people kill each other. It's just great. It's excellent mental exercise. I've solved more than a few of those cases just by reviewing the reports. I know exactly who did it just by looking at the reports. Unlike actual police officers who have studied the material for, 30 plus years, and actual detectives who actually need like cold, hard facts and clues to like deduce who did it. I could just look at some piece of paper and be like, you know what? I think it was Winchester Blimington with the hammer in the bedroom. I play Clue more than once. I know what I'm doing. And among those reports, one of my recent favorites is the Genocide Jack case. As he talked, Byakuya grabbed the most specific file from the shelf. This is a complete case file. Every single report surrounding the Genocide Jack cases have been compiled in here. Because there are so many, allow me to quickly summarize the main points. To begin, there are two notable characteristics in every Genocide Jack murder. The first characteristic is that every crime scene, the word bloodlust is written in the victim's own blood. And the second is the way the victims are murdered. Their bodies are suspended in a certain way. Bloodlust is written in blood, and the victim's body is suspended. It's exactly the same way that happened to Chihiro. Save your surprise, the best part is yet to come. For the second characteristic, where the victims are suspended, the only ones who knew about that particular fact were members of the police and other higher-ups. By all accounts, nobody in the media ever found out. Huh? In other words, no one on the news, no one online, nobody knew about the aspect of each crime. Only key officials and the killer himself knew about the act of mounting the victim. Now, if you recall Chihiro's corpse, her body was most certainly mounted in that fashion. So how could the killer have known about suspending the victim unless the murderer was Byakuya himself who just read the files? Think about it. That's the key question. But in fact, the answer is quite simple. The culprit isn't a copycat killer. It's the real Genocide Jack. Or it could be you, because you know how to do it, because, you read the files, my guy. Just saying. Just saying. I mean, I don't deny that the real Genocide Jack could be among us, but it doesn't just have to be them. You literally have, and you said before, you had access to this file in your own family house. So, hear me out. That right there is evidence that Genocide Jack has hidden himself among the rest of us. You know what, bro? I'm gonna come back at you with that. You don't realize the biggest mistake you just made revealing all this shit to me is that now I'm gonna suspect you. Then Genocide Jack really is such a brutal, fiendish killer. Really, such a brutal, fiendish killer is walking around among us. Things are really starting to get interesting, aren't they? I never imagined a killer with such a reputation would ever become a part of our little game. Now, don't you think it would be a good idea to take a look at what I've already seen? You might just manage to ferret out a clue or two. If you get down on your knees and beg, I might even show you myself. Nope, sorry, I'll just, I mean, you have the file, don't you? I need, Byakuya, about Genocide Jack case file. Could you let me see it? Well, you didn't beg, but I guess it's okay this time. Fuck you, man. Feel free to look at it here, but you can't take it with you. Oh man, the knowledge. Byakuya handed me the file, and I flipped through it with tense, nervous fingers. Suddenly, my hand stopped. I had reached the page of the photos of the crimes. The scene of the crime. Wait. I reached the page where photos from the scene of the crime had all been collected. Interesting. The names of Genocide Jack's victims ran on for several pages. Ken Hadara 32, Tetshiro Honda 17, Shoji Gaku 23, Kano Isai 14, Takeshi Yoshida 30, Komatsuna Taro, Takafumi Gano, Uchida Noshida, Takeshi Masume, Yoto Yumehaja, Yume Chima or Jima? Yumejima? And there was no end to it. Sorry, I butchered like most of those names. I apologize. You know. But one thing became perfectly clear as I read. All of the killer's countless victims were killed and suspended in the exact same way. And at the scene of each murder, the word bloodless was left in the victim's own blood. But see, the thing is that those guys are suspended with scissors. Not to mention, if you notice, that every name I read was a male. So that makes it kind of different for this case. Now that you take a look at the next page, you'll find another interesting tidbit. The next page, profiling results. All the crimes took place either on weekdays at night or during the holidays, either day or night. The most common time for the killings to take place was on holidays in the afternoon. Based on these facts, it could be suggested that the suspect may be a student. Evidence suggests that the suspect lingered at the scene, but when they did leave, they were in a panic. Because an eyewitness has never come forward, it's unlikely there was an external reason for this. This confused behavior suggests that the suspect may potentially suffer from dissociative identity disorder, or multi-personality. The key point here is that the culprit may as well have a split personality. In all honesty, that's like my favorite. I like people with split. Well, I like you know, like crazy people who have split personalities. Honestly, I really like that in stories. Personally, I know it's probably like super cliche and whatnot, whatever. But I honestly like split personalities. It's really interesting because it's like one person is just multiple people. It's like being like an actor or something, but like you actually believe you're a different person. It's like strange and cool at the same time. A split personality, like the kind of thing you see on TV. So I'm part of another totally unbelievable story. But this one is way more unbelievable than anything else up till now. Or maybe it really isn't. I don't know. I feel like my mind has gone numb. Nice! Genocide Jack case file. Alright, we should get going soon. Huh? Where are we going? Anywhere but here. We've finished our business here, haven't we? Oh, wait, Byakuya! As usual, Byakuya turned and left without another word. I hurried out of the library to catch up. Well, this is where we part ways. I have some things I need to take care of before the class trial. Huh? Just all of a sudden like that? Come on, enough of your annoying misapprehensions. Did you really think we'd be together this whole time? Take responsibility for yourself and do something useful. Move the investigation forward on your own. Well, goodbye. And just like that, he was gone. Just as quickly as he'd asked me to join him, he'd cut me off. In the end, I felt like it was just some plaything getting tossed around. At the same time, I'd uncovered some really important clues thanks to him. Genocide Jack, he's the one that killed Chihiro. and that murderous fiend is one of us. But who is it? I have to find out, no matter what it takes. Not trying to hint at anything, but part of me believes it's Toko. It's just, you know, part of me believes that it could be Toko. I'm not saying, but I think it could be Toko. And to do that, there's somewhere I have to go to investigate one more time. I have to head back to the crime scene, the girls' locker room. I should check the boys' locker room too. And the others might have come up with some info that I might find useful. While I'm at it, I need to find out everything I can. Oh yes, Miss Ludenberg said she witnessed something worthwhile too. Really? What did she see? She refused to tell me. It's like when a girl bullies a boy she likes, right? Right? Bro, are you saying, like, I don't, like, Celeste really just isn't that kind of girl. Like, I'm gonna throw that out there. She's, like, super into just, like, dominating men. So, like, unless that's your thing, I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, I'd have my fair share of getting stomped on, but hear me out, bro. I don't think you're the type of guy that's interested in that shit. Okay, so where's Celeste now? The warehouse by the dorm. She was there, but the same time, not there. What's it gonna be? First, let's check here since we're already here. I'm sure Kyoko's probably done touching bodies and shit, so I should talk to her. Hey, Kyoko, have you made any progress on your investigation? Generally speaking. But I have to keep going. I have something unrelated to take care of. Something besides the investigation? What is it? Nothing you need to worry about. Just concentrate on the murder. But before I go, let me give you one piece of advice. You should examine Chihiro's body one more time thoroughly. Also, her handbook is missing. You might want to determine its whereabouts. That's it. I'll be praying for your success. With that, Kyoko turned and left the girls' locker room. I guess I'll take another look at the body then. And Chihiro's handbook is missing? That's definitely worth worrying about. Chihiro's handbook. Kyoko said I should examine the body one more time. I know she said thoroughly, but do I have my limits? Well, I better give it a shot anyway. Let's see. Chihiro's hands are bound with what looks like some kind of rope. The rope was used to prop her up with some kind of crucifix position. Huh? The rope has a plug? Wait, so then this isn't a rope at all. But the more I think about it, the more that's not the only thing that concerns me. Chihiro's fatal injury was a blow to the head, which means someone struck her in the head in order to kill her. That's right, there's an issue of her being suspended and the fatal blow. At first, I didn't see any reason to think too much about either of them. But seeing them after, yeah, like they're propped up with scissors, and I don't know if they mentioned this, but wait, the victim. I'm pretty sure all these victims were actually killed by the impalement, not just like. I think what I'm trying to figure out is that Chihiro was actually killed first, then suspended, which doesn't follow the path of these murders. But seeing them again after looking through the Genocide Jack file, there's something not quite right. What does this all mean? Status of the dead body. Well, the one thing most likely to tie all these mysteries together is the true nature of the rope that was used to suspend Chihiro. And to figure that out, there's a certain place I need to revisit to look over again. Plus, it might help me to look at the Genocide Jack case file one more time. There's a blood stain on the poster. The blood is most noteworthy part, but this big breast swimsuit model is pretty noticeable too. And the girls' locker room doesn't seem the kind of place you'd find something like this. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this poster is supposed to be in the boys'. Is that everything I needed? Yeah, alright. I just needed to click on the poster. Because when we go in here, there's going to be a few noticeable things. Yeah, see, there's like a boy band poster on the wall. I mean, there's nothing wrong with guys liking boy bands or girls liking girls, I guess, but if this is playing out like stereotypical, you know, teenagers / young adults. Huh? This poster, it's a popular band called Tornado. Somehow it doesn't quite seem to fit the boys' locker room. Oh, but wait, that reminds me, the poster in the locker room is... That's right, there's definitely something strange about this. In the boys' locker room, there's a poster of a popular boy band, and in the girls' locker room, there's a poster of a big breast swimsuit model. Could the posters have been switched? But if they were, why? What reason would anyone have? What if the murder took place in the boys' bathroom? Or the boys' locker room? Maybe I should talk to someone who knows a little bit more about the locker rooms. Locker room posters have been added. And there's this stain here. There's a strange stain on the carpet. What is this? Someone decided to shit on the carpet. Locker room stain. I think that's everything, yeah. Okay then, let me ask you something. Do you think the posters in the boys and girls locker rooms could have been switched? Sorry, I can't really say. I never really paid any attention to the posters. I see. But there is something that's been bothering me about the locker room. You see, I like to drink a little protein coffee every time I finish exercising. We have protein coffee in the warehouse. It's not the highest quality, but I don't have a lot of other options. I mix protein powder with coffee and down a glass after exercising. Anyway, the other day I spilled some on the carpet in the girls' locker room and it left a stain. A stain. But I don't see any stain on the carpet now. Exactly, I noticed it earlier. The stain had disappeared. I can only assume someone came along and cleaned it up. Or they switched the carpets. Because in reality, the murder took place in the boys' locker room. But still, isn't it unnaturally clean? As if there was never a stain here to begin with. Disappearing stain has been added to the truth bullet section. Yeah, it's not there. See ya. Welp. That should be everything here. I think I need to head to the warehouse now and talk to Celeste. You better talk to me, Celeste. I don't want no BDSM shit. Celeste, what are you doing here?
This warehouse is amazing. It has absolutely everything one might need to live a full life. From food to clothes to towels, there's an endless supply to choose from.
I see that, but have you found anything related to the case?
I knew you were going to ask me that. I thought talking about the warehouse itself might misdirect you, but I see it was pointless.
Then you did find something.
Very well, I will tell you and only you. Last night, I saw her here. Chihiro was in the warehouse.
What? Really?
This was right before nighttime. What are you doing out this late?
Oh, I was just...
Are you planning to go exercise, perhaps?
Huh? How did you know?
Because I see the blue track jacket sticking out in the duffel bag you're carrying.
Oh, you're right, thanks.
Well, I better get going.
I'm kind of in a hurry. Guts.
She stuffed the jacket into her bag in a hurry. It was almost like she was trying to hide it. And just like that, she was gone. I assumed she was merely stocking up to go exercise in the morning, but it would appear she ignored the nighttime rule and headed directly to the girls' locker room. If she hadn't broken our rule, none of this would have ever happened. You get what you deserve, I suppose.
Hey, but what were you doing out at nighttime? So apparently... And she's the one who came up with the rule, and she's out in the warehouse at nighttime. What the hell? She went to the girls' locker room late at night in order to exercise without anyone knowing. But the strange thing is, there was no trace of the track jacket or the duffel bag Celeste said she saw Chihiro carrying, which would mean the killer would have gotten rid of it somehow. Celeste's account. I should have tried to spend more time with her. Come to think of it, who did she spend time with? Yeah, she was a little bit strange. Didn't really hang out with any of the other girls much. It was like she was trying to keep her distance from us. Actually, Sakura said something similar. She said that even though you invited Chihiro to exercise with you, she always refused. Yep, it's true. It wasn't just us either. It was like she stayed away from all the girls. Was she just shy? I don't know. She talked to the boys all the time. Isn't it kind of weird to be shy around your own sex but be totally fine with the opposite sex? Oh, wait, maybe she was just used to guys spoiling her. The law says you can't judge a book by its cover, right? You think so? I never really saw her as that kind of girl. There was a specific object that was taken to tie Chihiro up. And if I'm not wrong, yep. see that it's not plugged in all the way? Before last time it was plugged in, but as you can see, there's a thick layer of dust on top of the desk. There's maybe some kind of clue here? Guess not. Oh, that's not what I was trying to expect. Maybe I had to specifically inspect the lamp. Huh? The lamp won't turn on. Oh, I see. It's not plugged in. The lamp's cord isn't long enough to reach the outlet from here. But the last time I saw it, it was definitely on. And it was definitely right here. Oh, that's right. Byakuya was using an extension cord. But there's no extension cord here now. I wonder if that same extension cord was used to tie Chihiro up. I want to take another look at the Genocide Jack's case file. I know it was around here somewhere. Dots. Huh? It's gone. Did someone take it out of the archive? But the only one who would do something like that, I can't think of anyone but Byakuya. I think we might have an impersonator on our hands, boys.
So I'm getting tired of waiting. Shall we all just plunge right in? It's the moment you've all been waiting for, the class trial. You remember where to meet, right? So please, go through the red door on the first floor of the school. Oop, boop, boop, boop. See you soon.
Begin the class trial, or it's about to begin. The red door is right through here. Dots. Welp, time to get right into it.
So is everyone ready or what? Am I blind or are we missing someone?
Yeah, Toko's not here.
And Toko is... Like, you really don't remember, man? Kidding, I'm just kidding. How could I forget that little nut job? She's a crucial part of the class trial this time. Okie dokie, I'll go ahead and drag her here, kicking and screaming. Just one moment, please.
And just like he said, a few minutes later, he reappeared, dragging Toko behind him.
I told him I didn't want to, but he forced me. I can't believe you would drag a girl around. Terrible. You're terrible. Phew, so now everyone's here, right? Okay then, hustle into the elevator and let's get this show on the road. I'll see you guys down there.
So, shall we get going? It's time to find out who killed Chihiro. Chihiro Fujisaki. She was so gentle, so calm and meek. Nobody had any problems with her. Someone made the choice to kill her. A girl like that? And that murderer is one of us. Someone standing right here. We have no choice, right? We have to do this. Yes. Yes, Mikoto. She's just silently standing in like the corner of the room. Yes, Mikoto. Wait, what? I gave a small nod in reply. With one last breath, I walked towards the elevator with shaky legs. With each step forward, I could feel my heart starting to race faster and faster. And as soon as everyone was on it, the elevator began to descend. I couldn't get a handle of my emotions. Couldn't stop speculating. The steel box sank with heavy clunking sounds deeper and deeper into the ground. And as we went deeper, the uneasiness in my heart grew bigger and bigger. The elevator was unaffected, however, and continued to descend without hesitation, until finally, it came to a sudden stop.
What do you think? I redecorated. Isn't it so fresh? Isn't it so exciting?
Don't waste your time with stupid questions. Let's get this over with.
Good. You're raring to go. Gotta say, I don't hate it. Not at all. Okay then, let's get this show on the road. Everyone, please find your assigned seats.
And so, the curtain opened once again. A deadly judgment, a deadly deception, a deadly betrayal, a deadly riddle, a deadly defense, a deadly fate, a deadly class trial. Would you like to save? I guess, you know, because I'm stupid and I'm probably not gonna, you know what I mean. But anyway, I think I'm gonna end that one there. As usual, I want to save the class trial for one big episode. So, hope you all are enjoying the playthrough, and we're gonna find out what really happened to our waifu Chihiro. Hope to see y'all in the next one. Baby, it's class trial time!